Hello, my name is Daria, welcome to my channel, and today I have my 8th update for rolling project pen. In this project pen I'm working on 10 items at a time, and for now in each of these items my goal is to finish them. I have a couple of rollouts today, so let's just jump into this video, and usually I start with the products that were in this project the longest. In April I rolled in these light sticks from ColourPop in the shade Molten Hot, and it's a highlighter stick, and as you can see that what the stick is looking like today, and you will be able to see all of the progress that I managed to make in this project. So as you were able to see, this stick is completely empty. I even scraped out everything that I could out of this packaging, and I've managed to use it up also. I've used it an additional 19 times since my last update in order to finish it up, and in total it took me 120 uses to do it. I'm very happy that I was able to finish these light sticks up. I finished it yesterday, I think, and I was very excited about it. So a couple of times, I'm not gonna lie, I've used it all over my face as a face primer and I didn't like it at all, but it's okay, I'm just glad that it's done. I used to underpaint with it because this shade wasn't very light. It was quite dark for me, but I could sheer it out and then I could use a foundation in order to diffuse it a little bit, you know. So I'm very glad that I finished it finally. I was working on it for 5 or 6 months, I think, so it's a very exciting empty for me. In June, I rolled in this Flawless Base Color Correcting Palette from W7, and now you can see what it was looking like when I rolled it in, and then by July update I think I've managed to hit pan in some of the shades, and by my last update I've managed to finish 3 shades in this palette, I think, and right now that's what this palette is looking like. So it's kind of difficult for me to remember exactly where this palette was in my last update, but as you can see I have only 2 color correctors left, and basically all of these pens were color correctors, but this pen was a powder. It was a yellow powder and I've managed to finish it since my last update. So let's start with this one. I've used it an additional 5 times, and in total it took me only 15 uses to finish this powder up, which is an okay amount for a small powder, especially since I've used it all over my face. I didn't really like this powder, it was quite yellow for me, so I'm really glad that it's done. I've tried once or twice using it just as my under eye powder, but it was still too yellow. That's why I've decided to use it all over my face just to finish it a little bit quicker. So here I had peach color corrector and I've used it under my eyes, and since my last update I've used it an additional 10 times in order to finish it, and in total it took me 34 uses in this project. And to be honest, that color corrector was one of my favorites in this whole palette. At least I thought that it did something to my under eyes. I thought that it helped my dark circles, and the same I can say about pink color corrector. And this pink one I've used 16 times since my last update, and for now 16 times in total. I really like this color corrector and I have hit a large pan in it. And this yellow color corrector I used 26 additional times for a total of 34 uses in this project. And basically this color corrector I use on my red spots, like on my nose or on my cheeks, or if I have acne, then I use this color corrector on top of these spots. It works quite okay, but to be honest, I just don't need it. So basically I have 2 color correctors left in this palette and I'm quite happy with it. And I think that I might be able to finish this whole palette by my next update, which will be quite great. I was interested in trying something like this, but to be honest, I'm not sure that I really need color correctors. Maybe just under my eyes some pink or peach color corrector or pinky peach color corrector. We will see. But for now, I'm glad that I'm finding ways to using this palette up. In July, I've rolled in quite a lot of products, and first of them is this blush from TheBalm. It's in this different compact, but it's in the shade Frat Boy. And you can see what it was looking like when I rolled it in July. I've repressed this blush into this compact just because it was easier for me to use it that way. By my last update, I've managed to hit a pan in this blush and I was very excited about it. And that's what this blush is looking like right now. And I hope that the pan expanded quite a bit, but it's nothing substantial. Even so, I've managed to use this blush 26 times since my last update for a total of 52 uses in this project. But I've talked about it in my throwback 30, but basically I've rolled into that project a very purple blush that doesn't suit me on its own. I don't really like how it looks on its own, so I've been mixing that blush with this blush from TheBalm, and together they work quite well. I'm wearing them today also, and that's basically what I'm wearing almost every day. But it means that I need to use less product from this blush, which is okay because I still think that I will be able to finish this blush by the end of the year, but also it means that I can get some uses on a blush that I don't really like on its own. So the progress will be slower, I think, and I was kind of expecting to be able to finish this blush by my next update, but now I think it will be at least 2 more months of uses on this blush, maybe even more. But I'm sure that by the end of the year I will be able to finish it because, well, I have 4 more months until then. One more product that I rolled in July was my custom made bronzer, and I've made it from some eyeshadows from my palette from TheBalm also. But that's what it was looking like when I rolled it in July, and I've just pressed it into this packaging, so I haven't even used it once. But that's what it was looking like in my last update, and I've managed to hit quite a big pan in it, and that's what it was looking like before I repressed it. So I've managed to expand the pan tremendously, and I'm very, very, very happy about it. But after I repressed it, that what this product is looking like right now, and I haven't used it even once since I repressed it. So I've used it an additional 20 times since my last update for a total of 45 uses in this project. And before I repressed it, I was sure that I will be able to finish this bronzer by my next update, but now I'm not so sure about it. I don't know, I will try my best. I will use it every day if I have to, but I also sometimes mix this bronzer with another bronzer that is in my Throwback 30 project, because this bronzer turned out to be quite gray, quite cool toned, and that other bronzer is quite warm, even a little bit orange leaning on me. So together they create quite a nice look. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really care about this bronzer. It's okay to use, but to be honest, I just want to finish it. So I think, well, I will try my best to do it by the next update, but I'm not sure that I will be able to. Also in July, I've rolled in this retractable pencil, eyeline longwear pencil from Delilah in the shade Coal. And that's what this product is looking like today, so I'm making quite consistent progress from update to update. And I've used this product 26 times for a total of 56 uses in this project, and I'm very happy about it. Initially, when I rolled it in, I wasn't sure that I will be able to use it up by the end of the year, but now looking at the progress, I think that I'm on the right track. And I use this pencil every time I do my makeup, well, mostly, because in August I did my makeup 31 times, so basically I did my makeup every day, but I've used this pencil only 26 times. So basically I use this pencil almost every time I do my makeup in my tight line, and that's the only way that I use it. But it's quite okay, and seeing the progress, I think I might be even able to finish this eyeliner up like in 3 months. So in my last update of this project this year. So yeah, if I manage to do it, it will be quite great. Also in July, I rolled in my translucent baking powder from Revolution, and now you can see what it's looking like today. And once again, I'm making consistent progress on this product. So I've used it 20 times since my last update for a total of 41 uses in this project. And I think I have a couple more months with this powder, and I'm okay with it because I really like it. It's a very blurring powder for me. It doesn't leave a white cast on my face, but I'm pale, so it doesn't really matter what I say about white cast, and it just sets my makeup really well. Before I've tried this powder, I thought that all of loose powders or setting powders were just okay, you know, they did their job. But with this powder, I see the difference, and I really enjoy it. I think I will repurchase it, but the only downside for me is this terrible packaging. Yeah, it's quite a hassle to use it, and I use it only when I'm home and when I have time to do it. But yeah, I enjoy using it, and I think I will be quite sad when it's finished. And the last product that I rolled in July is Flash Matte Liquid Eyeshadow from W7. And I rolled in only this shimmery side. It's in the shade Festive. And I finished it. I thought that I might be able to finish it by this update just because there's not a lot of product in it, like in the beginning, so it has only 0.5 milliliters of a product, and since I use it all over my lid, I don't know, I feel like I used quite a lot of it. So I've used it an additional 5 times since my last update for a total of 20 uses. And I think it's quite a nice number of uses that I've managed to receive from this very small liquid eyeshadow, and I'm quite happy with it. It was quite a nice color, it looked quite well on my lid, and I really thought that I could be able to use it a little bit more than 20 times, but it's okay. I think I've got like 30 or 40 uses from this matte side also in a different project, and usually matte eyeshadows take me a lot longer to finish than these shimmery ones, but I'm glad that it's done, and it will be one more liquid eyeshadow empty for this year for me. Last update, I rolled in 3 products, and first of them is this TheBalm Cosmetics setting spray or fixing spray, and I've used it 26 times since my last update, and I hope you will be able to see how much progress I've managed to make. Basically, I use it also almost every time that I do my makeup, and I use it as a primer almost, because if I use it as a setting spray after I apply my makeup, then my makeup will crease on me, and of course I don't want it. But if I apply it as a primer, then my makeup will be okay. And I feel like it has some gripping qualities to it, to be honest. But I will be quite happy when it's done, because yes, I found a way how to use this product, but it's not a necessary step for me. And also I've used it to activate my water activated liners, but I don't really count it as a use, you know. So if I use it as a primer and I use it also the same day to activate my eyeliners, I count it as just one use. So I think that's why I was able to make such a big jump, because basically some days I use this setting spray in different ways. The next product that I rolled in last update is this Trigwell Cosmetics Lip Oil in the scent Coconut, and it's just a clear lip oil, and you can see that I was able to make quite a good amount of progress on it, and I've used it 31 times, so I've used it every day because I apply this lip oil every night before I go to bed, and it nourishes my lips, it moisturizes it, and it's just something that I really love using in the evening. And I've made a really great jump since my last update, and I'm quite happy about it. I think that I might be able to finish it by my next update, but I'm not really sure about it, because I feel like there's quite a lot of product that isn't settling, that's clinging on the side of the packaging. so I'm not sure. Maybe once I take the stopper out there will be a lot of product left, but we will see. I will continue using it every night, so yeah, I don't want to overuse this product, but also I will have 30 more uses on it by the next update. And the last product that I wrote in last update is HD concealer from W7, and mine is in the shade Fair Neutral 2, and I really like this concealer. It's quite difficult to track, so I'm not really sure that my marks are quite accurate, but I put a flashlight behind this concealer in order to see where it's settled, and I think that I'm right here right now, but I can't be sure. So I use this concealer almost every time I do my makeup, and I've used it 26 times since my last update. I really like it. It's quite pale, and I like it also because I like brightening concealers, but also I'm trying to unofficially pan a foundation that's too dark for me, so I kind of not mix this concealer with that foundation, but I use quite a lot of it because I also put it on the parts of my face that I want to highlight. So for example, on my nose, on my chin maybe. So yeah, I think I use quite a lot of it when I use that foundation, but I'm quite okay with it because it's a massive product. It has 14 milliliters of product in it. So I want to say that I might be able to use it up by the end of the year, but I can't be sure. But I think once I finish this color correcting palette, I will start using more of this product in quantity, if it makes sense. But we had to roll out this update, and it means that I will be rolling in 2 more new products. First of them is another cream highlighter. It's from Milk Makeup, and it's in the shade Red, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's almost full. You will be able to see it right now, but I've used it maybe 10ish times and it was okay. It's not as creamy as the ColourPop cream highlighter that I've just used up, and also it has some strange particles in it. I think it's like a glitter particles, I'm not so sure, but yeah, I don't know. I think it will move slowly than my ColourPop highlighter, but yeah, we will see. It's okay for me to use it. I use it also to underpaint before I use my foundation, but I can use this highlighter on top of foundation too, because it's quite a nice color for me. I don't think that I will be able to use it up by the end of the year, but at least I will make some decent progress on it. I'm also rolling in this Glam Shadow Stick from NYX, and mine is in the shade Divine Amber, and it's this really pretty gold shade, I think, and you can see that I've already made some progress on it, but it has quite a lot of product left in it. And I usually use this eyeshadow stick as a base, or sometimes I can use it on my lower lash line or on my lid, but usually I use it as a base and it works quite well. I don't like using it every time I do my makeup, just because it's quite messy and it doesn't always goes with a look, to be honest, but sometimes I use it. So I'm not sure once again that I will be able to finish it by the end of the year, but I will make some good progress on it, I'm sure. And I will try to use it at least 10 times per month, but we will see how it goes, to be honest. But that's it for this video. I'm quite happy with this one, and I'm quite happy with the progress that I've managed to make. I think by the next update I will be able to use up this color correcting palette, and maybe I will be able to use up this setting spray, and if I do so I will be very happy about it, because it's just an unnecessary step for me, to be honest. Also, I will try my best to use up this Franken bronzer, but I'm not really sure that I will be able to do it. Otherwise, I don't think that I will be able to finish anything else up. Well, maybe also this lip oil, but I'm not sure about it. We will see. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I hope you will stay with me on my project painting journey. Thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!